Good morning, my lovelies. So I'm coming to a recorded video because today I had a hell of a time getting live to work. So it's probably going to post later in the day, but I wanted to do daily devotions anyway, even though I was having technical difficulties. So it is Wednesday, and we are in the tide of renewal. My name is Red Moon Eagle, and this is Daily Devotions with Red Moon Eagle. I come to you freshly washed and slathered on my face, so I'm gonna look a little different, but it's still me. So let's start into the cards. So in the Egyptian Oracle today, I drew number 4, Nut, understanding. Goddess of the sky and the celestial bodies, she swallows the setting sun and gives birth to it in the morning. Her immense naked body, covered with stars, is stretched out to form an arch that towers over the whole earth. Her arched position clearly shows her power in the sky and over the celestial objects. Her nakedness represents the purification of the soul. The stars that cover her symbolize resurrection and the great light that illuminates. Your life is a mysterious journey. You have reached this point, and Nut wants to help you understand your purpose and your destiny. Press on with confidence, because now you know that there will be favorable events on the horizon. You might achieve your desired objectives. I love Nut. Nut is so powerful. I love that energy, and we're going to come back to that. The second card for today in the Animal Spirit Guidebook is the Unicorn. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long ago. Maybe it could be no way. Its very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if you can trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, maybe. The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our existence. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for answers. I love that card. Okay. And then in the Mystic Shaman Oracle, we have number 16, the Eagle. Isn't that a beautiful card? The eagle comes from the east, the place of the rising sun, of new beginnings. She soars high in the sky, sees the smallest detail with clarity without losing track of the bigger picture. Nests in the highest mountains. For eagle, there are no obstacles, only opportunities. She calls you to ascend, to acquire perspective, so you can fly wing to wing with the Great Spirit. The invitation of this card: have you become trapped in the daily routine? As you contemplate many choices, ask yourself, do I want to live in a chicken coop, sheltered from life, counting regular feedings, or do I want to soar like an eagle? If your answer is the latter, then you must accept Eagle's invitation and embrace the courage that will help you choose freedom. It is time to see through the eyes of an eagle. Let your vision of the whole and all of its parts become laser-like. Set your priorities straight. What did you come to do in this life? Do you come to climb up the ladder, or do you come to become a better person, to heal, to realize yourself? What is your divine mission? No more excuses. Of course, you do not have enough time, enough money, or enough sleep. Yet, the time is now to fly to your chosen purpose. If you postpone it, you are betraying yourself. Look through the eyes of the eagle and consider every obstacle and every opportunity. Where you set your intention is where you'll end up. Free yourself and live in your highest destiny. Fly. So there's a couple things that come into play with this. So all three of these cards, I think, could be very easily interpreted in the natural number paradigm as like a 5 or a 7 or a 9, like the bigness and the bigness of everything. All of the what ifs, what could be, is it good for me? Is it good for the world? Is it the right time? What are all the options? What are the multiple opportunities? What are all the patterns? How is everything connected? And taking the whole of the universe, the bigness of a big thing, and trying to bring it into focus. But that's the key piece. In the natural number language, it's the 3. What are you focusing on? And what comes to clarity for me in these cards is moving forward is necessary in connection with all of the people in your life, all of the relationships. You can get as big as you want, but your life gets very small if you go too big, because you need to have connection with people. Connection is important. That's why in the connections we have, they're varied, they're different, they have complexities, they have shadow and light, and they're beautiful, and they're amazing. And we are sheltered in the arms of Nut. We are sheltered in the arms of the divine. What does the divine look like to you? There's the unicorn. One of the most amazing statements I've heard said, no matter what religion, no matter what background, I heard someone say this and I thought, oh, that's a pretty cool way of saying it. We are the divine. The divine is in us. So even if you're the most atheist person out there, you recognize that your consciousness, your awareness and connection is divine. In its own way, it's divine. And if you're the most religious person and you have the most religious paradigm you can think of, you're still looked at as part of the divine. We are all the divine manifested in this world together. And you can still have a lot of questions about that and how that works in your world, and that's okay too. So Nut shelters us in the world, and we are all divine within her, and she within us. We are all connected. And the eagle. So most people, when they look at my name, Moon Eagle, they go, oh, eagle must be your card. I'll take that. In also the new beginnings, the new opportunities, the new things in the world. Every moment is a new moment. Every moment is a new lesson. Every new moment has meaning in some way. If to me, that I don't even know in that moment, or to you in that moment. And it's all valuable and it's all important. And you have to slow down. And I say this from a neurodivergent ADHD autistic mind, where I do have a tendency to kind of go off. Blah, 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 blah. Off I go. And also, it is extremely important to learn to be in the connection with the people around you and slow down in that. Speed up and slow down, whatever's necessary, and learn to lean into the discomfort of that. An eagle is what people think freedom is. Eagle looks for the equity in the world, the balance. Eagles are extraordinarily susceptible to disruptions in their environment because they know all of the connections of how we're connected to each other. Eagle is also about honoring your blueprint, honoring who you are and what you're here to do. There's also a quality of looking at the wheel, the healing wheel, and the East is spirit being, and it is connected to emotion and mind. There's a reason the wheel is written this way. It's the reason why East is in the East. And landing where the eagle is in the East of the spiritual self, the blueprint, the entity inside the meat suit. You have to be connected to the emotional qualities of who you are living in that meat suit and the connections to other people, as well as the mental being conscious of that connection and being conscious of how you're connected to the divine and however you want to look at that and all the possibilities that come with that, and how we're also connected to the universe. When your universe becomes very small and you do not connect outside of this sphere-based paradigm, you can get very lonely no matter how big you can think. And that's very disruptive, and it feels very wrong to a lot of people. A lot of people express that. I'm overwhelmed, I'm anxious, I don't know what to do next. Leaning into stepping out into the universe and trusting the divine in you and the divine connection we all have to each other gives you the freedom to step forward into your own power. I think the messages are pretty clear today. I think they're pretty clear. And I'm going to open this part to the questions out into the universe and to all of you who watch. When I talk about stuff and how the cards kind of go together, as I'm reading them, are you taking notes? Are you like, oh, I find this to be connecting differently? I would be curious to know what your different connections are, and I would encourage you to write something in comments when you see these videos. I love to hear and I love to learn from you, because I do. I learn from all of you. And sometimes when I do daily devotions, I channel a little bit and then I forget what I said. So reading comments sometimes helps me go back and listen, and I go, wow, I said that. That's pretty cool. And reading your comments help me listen to what I'm even saying differently, so I can do better in life. And we can do that together. We need each other. It's important. So have a beautiful day, and I will see you in prayer. Blessed be.